What's up, y'all? This is your boy James. I am here with Super Cat. Uh, we are here for a new episode of Transcending the Culture. I'm really excited to be with you guys. Tiffany is not with us today. She is actually working. So that's kind of the thing is that we all have so much different stuff going on, and sometimes duty calls us somewhere else. So the beauty of it is that it's three of us. So if one person cannot be on, listen, you got the other two of us, or you got one of us, or you might have four of us. We're gonna start having some guest co-hosts in here as well. So it's a lot going on, a lot of new things coming up, a lot of changes, which are all for the good. But all of that to the side, let's go ahead and get this show started because we off to a little bit of a late start because of the internet connection. A lot going on with that. The internet is should I say the internet is interneting today? Or
It's our song, our technical difficulties. It's cool though. We're here. And Tiff
I
is in
think
the comments, by the way. So,
yeah, I think I need to do
but
one of
make
the
sure y'all
videos
still
now.
comment and that y'all still, are liking and sharing and stuff because we still have Tiff in the comments and she'll be reading some stuff, all pics and stuff. I'm screen for that.
Yeah, absolutely. The cool thing is we are gaining a lot of really, really good traction here. Definitely, the likes are going up, followers are going up, the subscribers are going up. Like we really are enjoying it. Like this is really, really a good time. Like I think the three of us definitely look forward to the opportunity to come on and to be able to do this podcast. So we appreciate you guys as always. We have an amazing guest with us today, and we're gonna get to that actually in just a second. I just kind of want to check in with Kat for a minute because if you guys did not see from all of the posts and stuff that I put up over the last few days, it was Kat's birthday, and like when you hear about the people that that their birthday is on the first and they celebrate for like the whole month, that's kind of Cat. Like Cat was kicking it. Like Cat had probably 3 or 4 different wardrobes for each day, and like it was jumping. So I want to hear it from you, Cat. While I'm still getting my life together over here because my light is screwed up, my internet is screwed up, my electricity good, but
Well, I got you, cuz I got you all the details. So, yes, I am one of those people that, the Scorpios be Scorpioing. We take our birthday serious. It's gonna be a whole month event. I'm still celebrating my birthday. I got my birthday girl cup with my water because I need hydration because that's how much liquor was in my system. I cannot. Like I know I'm definitely getting older because it took me 3 days to recover from the shenanigans. Like I blame everybody that was with me. My best friend Brittany Jackson, I hold you accountable. I went to my friend Devin's party. Devin, I hold you accountable. My friend Matt giving me drinks. I don't want no more drinks. I actually my birthday is officially over. Okay, it's over. Shut down birthday. I'm telling everybody thank yous. I'm giving my thank yous out today because my birthday is over, honey. I had a color scheme. My color scheme was rose gold, bronze, brown. So I had a soundtrack. I was listening to Blueface Baby Mama. I'm lit like a bird. So I had a soundtrack. I had a whole thing. So I tell people like for your birthday, sometimes it's a metamorphosis. It's something. That's how I look at it. I look at it like I'm coming to a new chapter, a new age. I'm going from one stage of my life to the next. So I'm trying to celebrate that and just try something different. So I just tried some new outfits, some new makeup, some new things, some new styling. And I just was really happy and enjoyed my time. So thank you for all the shout outs, cuz. Thank you for my video. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody that wished me a happy birthday, all my cousins, all my family and friends, and some of the viewers. So thank you.
don't mind me. I'm listen because when I tell you like the viewers, they be on it. They be like, why they turned around or why they doing this or why they I'm switching plugs and stuff. I'm switching stuff around. So don't mind me. But
Yeah, sometimes it's technical stuff, sometimes it's lighting, sometimes
yeah.
the one time my whole setup fell behind me. Y'all didn't hear it because I had my mic muted, but my whole setup just collapsed. And I had to kind of act like nothing happened. I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, but that's the beauty of what we do we're doing this from home. We're doing something from the heart, just like a lot of you guys. I know you guys put all your effort into everything you do. All these businesses, I see people starting. I see a lot of people that have definitely a lot of different businesses. So we're trying to put our heart into it, but we're beginning, we're starting from somewhere. So, give us some grace.
Look, I think I'm good over here. I think I'm good for the moment. So,
okay.
But all that being said, there's a lot of stuff that has been going on in the city of Cleveland. And, obviously a lot of people coming to town, a lot of different shows and whatnot. One of the big events that's actually going to be going on, and coincidentally, it's not even happening this year in Cleveland, even though there's so many people in Cleveland who are affiliated with it. So if you don't already know, I'm talking about the Ohio Entertainment Award. Andrew Lloyd, he puts this big event on, and there's so many other names and faces that are part of this big event. And I think that I get so excited about it because when I look back at like my history of doing media, and especially here in the city, that's like one of the big events that I covered in the past. And it just was super awesome. Like we had a good time. It's always a good time. You get to meet a lot of the artists who are here in Cleveland, and it gives you just really a slight glimpse at just how many artists are out here, how many people are here in the city of Cleveland who are trying to really get their music out there and really hone their craft and all of that stuff. So it's really exciting. I'm always happy to do something with it. And while I didn't necessarily have anything to do with the awards this year, our guest tonight definitely has something to do with the awards.
I'm so excited to hear about it. I know a couple of people.
Look, now see that's 3 yards. That's 3 yards doing that.
I'm about to say that's something I ain't never seen before. I'm like, ooh, what that mean? Okay, 3 yards. That's it. They getting stuff together too. But I know a couple people that won awards. So I want to say shout out to Kevin Tyler. He won promoter. And then I have a friend named Taylor Reed, and she does lashes and brows and business like that, aesthetics. So shout out to those two people that I know that won. So I'm excited to hear what Miss Trina has to say. I know she got all the insight of the awards and the music in Cleveland all together.
Yeah, I think the show itself is gonna be really dope, and it's actually taking place at the Akron Civic Theater. Listen, show you my age. I ain't been in the Civic Theater since Bernie Mac was touring, for Kings of Comedy. So we know when that was. It was 25 years. So like it's been because I went to the University of Akron. So like I used to go to a lot of shows down there at the Akron Civic Theater, but logistically, like if you look at, because it's been at a number of locations, and I'm not gonna say no locations because there's been a couple locations that they just didn't do what they were supposed to do for the Ohio Entertainment Awards, in my opinion. But I think the Akron Civic Theater is like a really, really good place for them to have it. I think it's dope. I like how the comments, whatever I did, they automatically popping up.
I see. Cuz says she trying to see Bone Thugs and Harmony. I know. I love some Bone. Everybody loves Bone Thugs and Harmony. Hopefully they stop stealing their street signs from Cleveland. They got that street sign that was stole in 24 hours. So stop stealing their street sign, okay?
Look, they got a chain down now. They ain't going nowhere. unless they take the whole pole, they ain't going nowhere.
Hey, don't put it past us.
Right. So listen, all of that said, a couple other things have happened. I know I sent you like the little list and whatnot. We had the election yesterday. Like, thank you to all of the people that got out there and voted. Like, it's so dope to see us exercising our power and really getting out there voting. And issue 1 passed, which is amazing for women. Like, that passed. Issue 2 passed. And listen, I ain't been no weed smoker, but I'm ready to go buy some. And like it's crazy because as much as I keep up with everything, like yesterday morning, I was like, oh shoot, they voting today. I'm like, what they voting on again? So I called my mother and she like, well, issue 1. I'm like, okay, I know issue 1. And then she like, and weed. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get to the dispensary, and I don't have no card, so we gonna need to vote on that.
Oh man, I know. I've seen some people on Facebook saying, "Oh, so now it's legal to do what I've been doing." Okay, great.
Right. I mean, I just think that, obviously it's gonna be less people sneaking around. Um,
And less
I don't
people in
know.
jail. Let's be real.
Yeah, absolutely. And I need to do all of the homework on it. So I'm not even gonna say that I know everything about like the, obviously what that entails now that it's been passed and whatnot. But I think in my mind I was imagining like, if it gets passed, then it's easier for people to actually go to the dispensary and do it. And that keeps you from having to buy it off the street and people you don't know and people that's lacing it and all of that stuff. So I mean I
We
think
don't
it's a
know
lot of
what's in
benefit
it.
like all around, if you really look at it. It's so many people that's just buying it from people that they don't know, and then they basically doing
Bad
other
stuff
stuff that they really
happen. Bad reaction. That's
yeah
crazy.
yeah. So anyway, I just kind of wanted
But
to
I
touch
was
on that a
so
little.
excited this morning when I saw that Summer Hall was elected. Yes, Summer Hall. I'm so happy. Friend to the show, Summer Hall. Shout out to you. I might even got her thing in my purse. Let me see if I still got her.
I think that's really dope.
Somebody
And
walking in here, somebody
I just
gave me
feel
a
like
voter card with her face on it. It's probably in
yeah.
my car. Nope. Somebody was handing these out. And shout out to her team. She had an amazing team. It was people out there. They was handing these out. They was talking to everybody, making sure that they voted for Summer Hall. So congratulations for her. I'm glad that she was elected. I'm glad we had her as a guest last week and we got in with her. So I know that ever if I need something, I'm gonna be, hey, remember me, Summer.
Right. And thanks to Tiffany for that, because Tiffany was the plug for us to get Summer onto the podcast. So like shout out to Tiffany
shout
for
out
her.
to Tiff. She really held her own last week with the questions and knowing everything about Summer. That was a really good interview. So shout out to Tiff and shout out to Summer Hall. Definitely.
Absolutely. So if any of you guys missed that interview, you can actually go on our website now, which is up and running, transcendingtheculture.com. You can catch all of our episodes, like from episode 1 all the way up to now. You can catch today's episode. And it's going to be a lot of other stuff going up on the website as well. Obviously, I'm torn between 10 million different places, but I love it though. So that's not a complaint whatsoever. Like I love it. I love what we're doing. Thank you to the people who are in the comments, commenting. Like, thank y'all so much for supporting us and for following us. Please like, subscribe, share, follow. Please share us with your friends. Let them know that this is out there, and we're gonna keep making the shows better and better. So, all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and welcome in our guest today. As I said, like she's really, really dope. I've had a little bit of time to listen to this mixtape that she has out there. She's done a track for my son, who is he's out of New York. The only thing I really could tell you like headstrong about him is just his connections and like Swiss Beats and like all of the people that he's centered around and all of that. But he's been around for some time. So the fact that she is Cleveland, she is local, like she is doing stuff for the big people. She's doing stuff for people that's up and coming. Like, this is her time. As you can see, she's nominated for this award with the Ohio Entertainment Awards, and she's going to talk a little bit about that as well. We definitely going to get into it, and we might be able to get her to comment on some of these little topics that's going on out there too, because we got a few trending topics that we're going to hit on at the end. So, and then closer to the end of the show, I will let you guys know who we got next week, which is a really, really big person, and he's going to get in on some comments too. So all that said, let's welcome in our guest. Her name is Catrina. She also goes by Trina Beats. So let's welcome her in. What's up?
Hello.
Listen, once again, thank you so much for coming on. Despite our technical difficulties, I think that everything is panning out really, really good, and it's really exciting to have you on. Like I personally have been really big on pushing the people in our city. People that's trying to do it and that need that support and that need somebody, to shout about them. Like I think it's really dope. And then having the opportunity to actually go through YouTube and look at the clips and look at the videos and listen to the mixtape and doing out there, it's like This is all destiny. Like it's predestined for you to be doing what you're doing. So today is going to be an opportunity for you to shine and talk about you and what you got going on, and we're here to support that. So I'm gonna shut up for a minute because I talk a lot. So I got to get that together. But welcome and thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I'm excited to be on here.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, though I'm really trying to push my own sound. I'm really heavy on I've been doing beats basically forever because my dad was a producer, songwriter, so I've always done it. But one thing I've battled with the whole time is trying to fit in, trying to make myself sound like what's popular right now and get placements and especially with TikTok, I try to make stuff that's I don't make TikTok dance type music. No offense to that music, but that's just not what I naturally make. But then at the same time, I catch myself trying to make TikTok dance music because that's what's going right now. That's what get my name out there. But then it just doesn't feel authentic. It just never feels right. It doesn't go through. So I'm happy to finally be being acknowledged because before when I was trying to sound like everybody else, I wasn't really having any emotion. But now that I'm tapped in and I don't care what anybody has to say about it, I'm going to do my sound, use different sounds, drums, all that stuff, do what's true to me. Now I'm getting all the recognition in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about that. And I'm hoping to inspire, especially because I'm in an industry where it's a male dominated thing, it's scary. It's scary trying to do anything, whether it's music, lashes, makeup, anything. It's scary doing something where you're in control of your own stuff. You don't really have a plan or you don't have it all mapped out for you. It's scary. And it's really scary doing that when most of the people that you work with and your competitors is all men. And 99.9%. So I'm happy to be putting on for the ladies.
Mm-hmm. Putting on for the ladies.
Yeah, go ahead, Kat.
Oh no, I was just saying I definitely commend you for putting on for the ladies. It's definitely a male dominated industry, especially in Ohio. It just seems like people want to just push these fellas, and it's a lot of talented women. So what are some of the artists that you work with in Cleveland? Are there some people that you work with closely?
Oh yeah. Well, for one, my number one artist I work with, I'm really locked in with. His name is Mush Beezy. I don't know how to explain it, but I work with a lot of artists. I got a lot of good relationships. I got a lot of great relationships with a lot of artists, but Mush, it's just I send him a beat and I feel like I can already hear him rapping over it before he even gets it. Then we get in the studio and we'll record 3-4 songs in 2 hours. So I got him. But since we're talking about, female empowerment, especially after yesterday's voting, we're about to be all about, women today. It's Anna B. Jazzo, artists out of Lucy. I'm gonna shout out all the girls on my mixtape. Day, Nikiana. I have a duo on there. So it's City Girls, but Cleveland style, Armani bands, Lay Monet, Boogie, Shay, Sunny. I'm really tapped in with all the ladies in Cleveland right now. Because no offense, because I have hella dude friends in Cleveland who rap. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the ladies in Cleveland are rapping circles around them. They come crazy.
I think that's really dope. We need somebody that.
So we had a question from the comments. I'm sorry, James. I didn't want to interrupt. A question from the comment has said, "How did you feel following behind your father's footsteps as an artist?"
Oh yeah, it feels good. It feels really good. And even little stuff like how he was talking about the Ohio Entertainment Awards and how it's really becoming this. I was telling everybody around me, even if I don't win, right now I'm nominated for Producer of the Year. Even if I don't win, I think it's so cool to even be nominated. And I honestly don't know any other city or state who has its own award, you know. And it just means so much to me about, so it means a lot to be like acknowledged by the city that I'm working in. So little stuff like that gives me hope that one day I'll be award or maybe a Grammy. To think that my dad could watch me receiving those awards and also think about me being a little baby in the studio, that's like, I have a daughter. If my daughter was making 20 years from now, you can't tell me
You'll be just as proud as I bet your dad. You'll be proud of you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's dope, like just to kind of see, like obviously how it started with your dad, and then how it moved, how it moved on to you. Like, at what point did you really realize, or did you know that, like, I got this, like this is what I do, like this is what I do, this is for me.
I think I knew deep down, like, I was 3 years old when I first thought that, to be honest. Like, that's how long it's really been in me. But I'll say, like, 5 years ago, I had, like, the courage to just admit. Because I'm not really sure why, but I used to be embarrassed to even tell people, like, I make, I think people like, oh, yeah, I'm first man, probably crap. But as far as being like, oh, yeah, I got this, I better watch something like that.
I think a lot of that probably has to do also just with how critical people are. Like, when you put your dreams out there and what it is that you're doing, like, you find a lot of people who are just overcritical. And a lot of that has to do with them not necessarily following their own dreams, or doing the things that they really want to do, that they're talented.
Because I was so scared to be there.
Absolutely.
But there's nothing embarrassing about it. I'm doing what I wanted to do. I know I'm doing what I wanted to do when I was a little girl. So what's embarrassing about that?
Right. Like, what changes? I guess what changes did you feel like you wanted to make as you came into this, and then how has that changed now that you've been doing it for some time?
Like being like too shy to like get people together. Like, if I charge something for a beat, that's what I charge. Ain't no haggling. We ain't about to be going back and forth and having like 50 DMs going back and forth. And it's really a matter of like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Matter of fact, I don't care if it's $1,000 you don't want to pay. If that's what I'm saying, you got to pay. That's what you got to pay. And if you can't pay that, or you don't want to, ask somebody else. But if you really want to get beats off me and get this raw ass vibe, you got to pay. And even though I would know that in my heart, it took a long time for me to be able to say that. So I'll say that's a big thing, because it's probably a lot of producers who struggle with that same thing, having the balls to just say what it is.
Absolutely. And the reality is, you have to be strong like that in your stance because of the fact that you're a female. So if you start breaking and you start bending, that's the thing they're going to remember. And they're going to be like, okay, well, I could talk her down, or I could get whatever price I want. And
exactly. It's a lot of times I think if I was
yeah, like, I think it's dope. Can you talk a little bit about the award that you're nominated for at the Ohio Entertainment Award?
Okay, so I'm nominated for Producer of the Year. And like I said, I just feel super blessed. I'm so happy, whether I win or not, because like probably 2 years ago is when I first got hip to it. And I was telling my dude, like, damn, they got an award show. Like, this seems kind of cool, And then, like you said earlier, it got bigger and bigger. So I just wanted to just be nominated. And like I said, I think it's really cool. Like I was telling my dude earlier how it's all about Ohio. Like the whole thing. Like even when you first walk in there, they got a little red carpet, and then they have people interviewing you. And 9 times out of 10, the people interviewing you are from Ohio, because they do hosts or they do these different things. And then when the host of the show and the DJs from Ohio. So like that is just That's like the coolest thing I ever heard. Like, I'd rather win an Ohio Entertainment Award than a BET Award, and I truly mean that.
That part. And what I will tell you about the setup is that I would say probably 75% of the people who are there, like around their red carpet, they're from Ohio. But when I did it, it was people from Chicago. It was people from, from Detroit. It was people from somewhere everywhere, like even somebody from down south. So it's like, it really is a big event. And for it to be here in Cleveland, like, a lot of stuff like that, it really just takes the time, and then it takes consistency and just being consistent with it. The thing about that event, and Andrew Lloyd and everybody, that puts into that event, they have been doing it year after year after year after year.
And I'm sure people are like, what is he doing? Yeah, I'm sure you're going to have an award.
Yeah. And it's, being somebody who has had the opportunity and the blessing of going out and like covering the BET Awards and covering Soul Train Awards and stuff like that, like this event is top notch. Like you're not gonna get nothing like this nowhere else. So like, kudos to you, kudos to Andrew Lloyd, kudos to everybody that has something. And I know that King Teeth, like, he's doing hosting this year, and like to really see his trajectory and like where he's come from and how hard he's been pushing and working. And for him to be on that level now where he's hosted an event and he's been doing all of his different promo, like, that's super exciting. So like, I think it's really, really dope.
And I got a reason to dress up, do my hair nice. Like she was talking about on her birthday, how she's playing around with different looks and different all that.
We all love that. We love an excuse to get fly.
Right. So now I think it's really dope. I feel like this has been a really amazing year for you, just in terms of the mixtape, and then obviously, the Ohio Entertainment Awards. So kind of looking forward, like, to the future, like, what do you see coming, or what do you feel like there is that you want to, really aim for next year?
Well, one thing I want to do is, like, I had the all ladies mixtape, and that took off. Like right now, it has 18K views on YouTube. Oh my! I forgot. What if it? So. I produce the whole thing. Like I like the art. We will hold. So do that. Artist, right?
Yeah, I think it's really, really dope. Like, I'm excited about it. Now the mixtape, set it off. Like, where can everybody go to and actually listen to that and hear all of the tracks off of it?
So I'm procrastinating, and I'm like kind of putting the process off. Right now, it's still just on YouTube, but any day now, I'm gonna drop it through live mixtapes, which will put it through iTunes, Spotify, and all that.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned live mixtapes. Like, I just think of like my college days, and like I was always following live mixtapes and Dat Piff and like all of the different websites that you could get mixtapes and stuff from. Like, and I've always been a huge fan of like the mixtapes, and just, the reach that you can get, and just obviously the different amount of people that you can have on there. Like, what do you feel like you want to do just in terms of like elevating the mixtape game?
Really different beats, because I'm not trying to be rude, you know what I'm saying? But it's producers that I like, I guess I'll call them my competition. Basically, any producer out there is really my, if you think about it. they'll have hard beats, but it's always the same thing over and over. Like even if I'll bump this, I'll listen to it. It's hard. I still know deep down this still sounds like the last 10 songs I heard. So I'm really, really, really trying to push something that's different. And I don't even really know how to categorize my sound or describe it, but I just know it's different. It's super bouncy. I feel like at the clubs right now, it's nothing that people can really dance to. Like people got to just stand around. Even the girls got to look tough because it's nothing to dance to. Like we all got to look angry. I'm trying to drop some bouncy stuff where even if you're trying to talk that shit, you can talk that shit. But we get you know. So that's one thing I'm trying to do. Specifically with my mixtapes is no matter who's on it, it's something that you could just bounce your shoulders to, and you still could have all the street respect and get all the street credit, but people could still dance to it, be bouncy, and enjoy it. And not be a TikTok. No disrespect to the TikTok dance music, but I'm just over it.
Yeah, but I do like the way that you've kind of you've kind of, I won't say taken over. I mean, but you've looked at all of the different platforms and you've been able to kind of work them and get in where you fit in, with all of the platforms and whatnot. And that's one of the key things. Like, you have to be able to elevate with the times. So, like, being a producer today and doing mixtapes is not the same as being a producer and doing mixtapes 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Like, there's so much more that people really look for. There's so much more that people really look for out of mixtapes. So, I think the cool thing with you too is, like, you describe your sound as being different. And whether you realize it or not, that's what we need. Like, we need somebody that's going to be different. Like, we don't want a bunch of people that's going to sound like the DJ Khaled's or sound like, other mixtape DJs that are out there. And
the same
Elliot. Elliot, that's why she gets the respect she does, because she was coming crazy. People are like, what? I don't even know what this is I'm listening to. Where did she even pull these sounds from? Because it was so different. But you can't stop listening to it so hard.
But you're very necessary, though, because...
Right. And so you talk about Missy and her sound and stuff. So, like, what? I'm sorry. But, like, walk me through your creative process. How do you create a beat? Like, what are you seeing in your head? Like, how do you, create these amazing artistic, beats?
I think that the best way for me to do it is by actually not having any process. And I think I used to back in the day be like, okay, I'm gonna start off with the snare, or I'm gonna start off with the hi-hat, or I would try to come up with a plan. Where really what I do now is I just, any sound, it could be a hi-hat, an organ, anything. I'll just click on it and just start messing around with it. Boom, I just got a little melody, or maybe just, it doesn't matter what it is. But I just want my mind to just be totally open, because that's when I come up with stuff that like gives me goosebumps. But if I even try to think about it in the slightest, that's when I'm like, this is trash. And then I sit there and make a beat for 2 hours, and then I delete it because I hated it, because I thought about it too much. But if I don't think about it and I just do whatever, you don't even know.
Yeah, you gotta let that creativity flow. Like, you can't plan it.
Yeah, I think you're very necessary. Like, the thing that I noticed, and I noticed it with myself too. So, like, you're changing it, but what I noticed is that, as we talk about producers and whatnot, like, we know that you're here representing for the women, and we know that we need you. But a lot of times when we start mentioning DJs, like the men come off of the tongue right at the top of the game, because those are the ones who have heavily publicized. But I think that's the reality, and that's like the clarity that we need you. Like, we need you, and it's necessary that you're here. So, like, I'm really excited about it. I'm glad that you're being recognized for the work that you have. Like, I can't tell you one time that I've just gone in and listened to something and just been like on it, just like that. Like, it's not really easy with a lot of music today. And with me coming from, obviously the previous generation, I'll be honest, like I'm really stuck on a lot of like the '90s and hell,
Mm-hmm.
even some of the '80s, definitely the '90s and the 2000s and that sort of thing. So it's hard for us to grasp like the change of the industry,
Mm-hmm.
and like you really, really help with that. So like I appreciate this opportunity.
That'll
Um,
drop. And I can listen to it all day. It's songs or it's even albums. I can play all day, all day. But deep down in my gut, I know this ain't
yeah,
no life changing music. I'm really gonna be. I'm about to play this every day straight for. I'm gonna get it. I know deep down this ain't like. Ooh,
yeah. Well, I think I said enough. I'm gonna leave it to Kat. I'm gonna leave it to Kat before we close out.
I just want to say thank you for coming on and sharing with us. I, as a artist and a creative person, I love hearing from other people how they create their art, and it's just really important what you're doing. Especially, I love the idea of an all-woman mixtape. I look forward to hearing more from you. So definitely, keep us in the loop. Let us know in the future what you're working on and when that stuff drops, so I can download and support and get some coins.
Do you have like any kind of final comments or anything that you really wanted to get out there with the conversation today?
Oh, I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is she muted?
okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, no, I thought that was our internet connection. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like,
Well, I appreciate the love and I love
Looking like,
being a part
oh shoot,
of that.
I messed up again. Dang.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Oh wait, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
I appreciate the love. Shout out to y'all for having me on here. And definitely tune into the Ohio Entertainment Awards because that is just such a raw thing that's going on. I think that it's a big deal now, but imagine 10 years from now. So don't be a bandwagoner and jump on the train when it's all cool. Get on the train now. Get hit.
Right.
Are the awards gonna stream live, or like how
now.
can people catch it if they're not in Akron?
So I did see him say something along. I saw him made an Instagram post saying that it might be televised, something like that.
Okay.
So I'm sure he'll post if it is, but I know he mentioned that that's a possibility.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for everything. I wish I was actually coming down there to see the awards because it's always an experience. Like it's always an experience, and we always have a good time. And when I tell you, like I've done a lot of the other award shows, and like this is bar none, like this is one of the best award shows that you're really gonna get. And we need something to recognize people from here in the group. So keep us posted on everything that you have, when you get website and stuff like that up. Anything that you need us to run, like we got you. Whether that's social media. I don't know if you've had a chance to really look at how expansive the platform is, but outside of the podcast network, we have a digital magazine. We have other podcasts. We got a lot of stuff. And the digital magazine has actually been around for 10 years. So that actually was what I was covering Ohio Entertainment Awards under when I launched the digital magazine.
That's cool.
So I'm excited for you. I'm really happy. I'm actually glad that I have an inside connection because if I ain't had no inside connection, I might not have been able to get to you. So I think it's really, really dope. I think the biggest takeaway from this conversation, really for anybody that's watching, is that you can do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is have a vision and have a dream and just follow it, stay consistent. And Trina is like, she's like the epitome of that. Like she is showing you that whatever you want to do, despite what anybody else got to say and how people might count you out, count you down, like you really could do this and you really could be big at it. So I think it's amazing. I appreciate you so much for the opportunity. And anytime we can, I was gonna say we lost it. Anytime we can have you on here, or anytime you need to get on here or any of the other platforms, just let us know. And we are here. And Tiffany, thanks for love too.
Thank y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Listen, I'm so mad at this internet connection today.
Listen, it's always one of us. It's always one. I don't know.
Right.
Cool. We here today.
I feel like Claudia Jordan today. I'm like, oh my God, like this internet is just so messed up. But nah, I think this was really dope. I like being able to, for real, I like being able to spotlight local people and just the stuff that they doing, because like we need that. Like we really, really, really need that. I think it's really cool. It's all good, Tiff. I know you hate that you wasn't on, but listen, you kind of still was on because you were sending comments you were sending questions through the comments, and those questions got to her. You were able to answer them. So thank you. Thank you for all the people who've been tuning in and watching us. I see people been popping in, popping out. But we got some pretty good comments on there. People are definitely checking it out. Again, this internet connection is so janky today. I'm sitting here looking at my bars. I got one bar, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on today.
Oh man, Tiff said she ain't worried about us. She said she worried about that issue too. She ain't worried about us. And
what about what she think they gonna run out of weed now because everybody can get it?
No, she on the comments talking about I'm about to smoke.
Listen, man. I just like to see us actually get out and exercise our power. Like we have so much power that people just don't realize. So I'm glad to see us get out, and I feel like there was a lot of success, really across Ohio. Definitely Summer Hall. Shout out to her. Like all praises, for the fact that we had her on the show last week, and then she won this week. And then I actually have a friend here in Garfield Heights who won city council. So like it's really, really dope, and I just think it's really dope. It's cool, and we exercising our power, and that's the only way that we really gonna get the stuff that we need out here is to get out here and vote and exercise our power. So.
And put in the people in place that need to be in place.
Absolutely. So yeah, all that being said, I didn't put a whole lot of topics on there, but I know you guys saw that I sent you. Like, what do you think of the video with Jeezy and Nia Long? Or did you have a chance to even check it out?
Oh goodness, it's like two broken hearts together. Yeah, no, I saw a little bit of it, a couple of clips from the interview, and it's just like I don't know how to feel. They said that Nia Long's dude gonna be wanting to, he's gonna be waiting outside for Jeezy because he was doing a little too much flirting. I don't know.
But, I don't know. I don't really know. Like I kind of was back and forth. Like initially I'm like, why? Like it just didn't seem like it made sense for them. Like it didn't seem like it made sense for her to be interviewing him. Just given the stuff that she's going through at the same time. But I guess realistically, I guess it do kind of make sense a little bit. I don't know. I was, for a minute, I was like.
The thing is, a lot of celebrities are playing journalists right now.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of, sometimes, I love Nia Long, but sometimes it's kind of insulting that a lot of these celebrities jump out and, want to be a journalist and want to be interviewing people, but it doesn't make sense. They're not doing the best job. I know that is good for publicity, but I don't know. Some of these celebrity interviews, it ain't giving what it needs to be.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Like there's so many celebrities out here who are playing journalists. Him being one of them. Like it's so many of them out there now that have podcasts and they, reporting news and doing all of that kind of stuff. And I mean, that's a whole nother separate discussion. But I just didn't really. I don't know. I didn't think that. I didn't think that they were the. I guess the right pairing. And then I'm like, it kind of makes you wonder, like, is he just trying to do damage control and like, clean up the situation because of obviously what's going on with him in the marriage and all of that kind of stuff. And I mean, we don't know what's happening in nobody's marriage, so you can't really comment on that. But it almost looked like it was like a damage control type of thing to me, or at least that's what I took it as at first. So it's like an hour long interview, or maybe a little bit over an hour. So I watched most of it, and then I was kind of in and out on it too. So I'm gonna actually go back and try to watch the whole thing and just see maybe if I could get a different view.
I just watched the clips like on the shade room and stuff like that. I didn't really watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean the cool thing is that like I watch a lot of YouTube because I don't pay for I stopped paying for cable, so I just pay for the internet when it's running good. So I just pay for the internet, and I usually watch a lot of YouTube and stuff like that. So, like, I turned on the TV and that popped up. But yeah, so I mean, it was kind of cool to catch it, and hear some of the stuff. It made sense a little bit, and I think when you started hearing her perspective a little bit, then it kind of made a little bit more sense. But I don't know. I'm gonna go back and watch some more of it and just kind of see what else I can gather from it, and see if maybe I can get something different out of it.
Right, me too.
Yeah. And then the Saucy Santana situation. I'm gonna keep it funky. Like I don't really know 100%. I mean, I know obviously what went down. Like as far as him, snapping back and all of that stuff against DJ Academic, and kind of the history of DJ Academic, and how he been having issues with so many different people and whatnot. And I mean, of course, there's an issue with Erykah Badu. That was funny to me though. When they was having their little issue, that was really funny to me.
That will forever be the funniest video. When he was interviewing Erykah Badu, and she just kept saying, "You look like somebody. You remind me of somebody." And this fool thought she was about to say something so profound. Like he was like, "Oh, another lifetime, a lot." And this girl gonna tell that nigga he looked like Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Oh my God! I screamed when she told and she's so petty. Erykah's so damn petty. She waited to the end of the interview to say, you know what? You know who I thought you was? Jerry the damn mouse. And so that is why he don't like Erykah Badu. Or he holds grudge from years ago when she told him he was like Jerry the mouse, and he held on to that. He didn't forget that. So I can't even look that happy bad. But DJ Academics gets on my nerves. I think that DJ Academics reminds me of somebody that got bullied in high school and that gets a platform, and now he wants to be the bully. And I understand that. I went through some bullying and stuff in school, so I understand wanting to be this big bad person. But he always want to fight with females, come at female rappers. He calling female rappers whores and bitches, and y'all don't rap about nothing but sex. But then he's sitting there praising these male rappers that ain't rapping about nothing but sex, selling drugs, leaving women, gang banging, leaving people with bullet holes in them. So it's like, that's why Saucy Santana came at Academics the way he came at him, because you always coming at these women out the side of your neck because ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. But Saucy funny for that. I think that's hilarious that he got Academics really shook. Like Santana with the nails got you shook, got you so shook, but you a tough guy, right?
Right. And then who was the guy that Saucy Santana snapped on again? Charleston White or
Charleston White. So he's one of those people that's he's kind of like remind you of a what's the dude that died? Kevin Samuels. He kind of remind you of like a Kevin Samuels, just like a person that says a lot of salacious things. That he's going to be talking about different topics. So Charleston White is a character. Sometimes he be funny, but sometimes he go a little overboard with some of the stuff that he said. So I know he was beefing. All of them was kind of beefing with Santana. I need to get some more info on Charleston White. But one thing I know about Charleston White, you try to attack him, he be calling the police. He don't care. He like me. I'm calling the popo.
And I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. This is the first time I really heard of him. So like I'm really like I really started kind of digging today and just kind of looking up different stuff and whatnot. But this today was like the first time. Like I used to follow Kevin Samuels, and I know all the crazy stuff that all the stuff that he used to put out there. Some of it crazy, some of it not so crazy. But Charleston, I'm really just now.
Yeah. He was definitely he broken clock twice a day. So, he was right about a lot. If people really listen to Kevin Samuels and listen what he really was saying instead of getting offended, he was just saying, hey, y'all need to look at yourself and realize you ain't all that, sometimes. But so rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. He was definitely a character. So the Charleston White thing, he got to it with a lot of different celebrities. I'm gonna go back and kind of look and see what's all going on. But hopefully academics get it together. He seemed like he just sit in his basement and just yell all day at the camera, just real miserable. Like he that room stank. That chair in that room stank because he be sitting in that mud all day, every day.
Listen, I just think. Kind of touching on what you said.
Let me shut up before you start beefing with me.
Look, touching on what you said, like it's a lot of people who just are flat out miserable. Like some people are miserable, and they look for ways to try to get back at other people and stuff like that. And I mean, even looking back at the Erykah Badu shit, like I get it. I mean, I get you being mad about it, but like 5 years later, 6 years, it's like you kind of got to let it go. And then like it was funny when she started talking about it, and she went on Ricky Smiley. It's like some bitch ass nigga was, and her incense started. They went on sale at the same time or whatever. So this
and that's what I love about her because she don't let nobody bother her. Like he ain't nothing to her.
Right. But yeah, I mean, really is what it is.
So what happened? I didn't see that. I didn't see that on the Ricky Smiley show. So what happened?
So she went on. Her and Ricky Smiley have known each other since they was both like young, like in college and all that stuff. So like they connect a lot. Go on the Ricky Smiley show and all of that kind of stuff. So she just went on there promoting her incense because she got the incense that's out there selling now. So it just coincidentally, when he was acting a fool or whatever, it was the same time that her incense was coming out. So she was like, I'm a put them on sale. Or it just, you have to go back and actually look at it. But it's on YouTube though. So yeah, it's out there.
Cutting up for real shit. That's deep. That's another one I wouldn't want to argue with on my worst day. Because Miss Erykah, she make you feel like a fool.
So
what's up? You sent me that thing about Lauryn Hill. What's up with your girl Lauryn Hill? Like it's going from bad to worse.
You're not gonna be calling her my girl. What the look.
That's your girl. That's your girl.
Yeah. I think it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. And I mean it's really all centering around the fact that she's late to all her shows. The show might be, billed to start at one time and she'll get there 2 hours later or 3 hours later or whatever. And I guess maybe somebody said something or I don't know who said something or whatever, but she basically addressed it on stage. And she basically was like, y'all lucky that I show up at all. And it's just it's a disrespectful thing because, obviously given who she is, a lot of people are traveling state to state, to go and see her because she's not, necessarily doing the show in their city. And I think that a lot of people have the same mindset that I had. Like, I went to Jersey to go and see her. And I mean, I specifically did that because I've always wanted to see her live. And she was with the Fugees. And I just feel like, given, you know, how she's been all these years, and then given the fact that Pride's going to be in prison, I just was like, what other chance am I really going to have to see all of them or all three of them at one time? So I just was like, I'm going to make the trip and go and do it. I mean, I feel like it's worth it. And I felt like Jersey was the best place for me to go and see it, because I didn't think she was going. I did not see her acting the fool with Jersey, even though she was 2 hours late. But then I was 2 hours late too, so we got there at the same time. So that didn't really affect me. But I'm just saying, like,
who really is to blame here? Like,
so
Tiff commented. She said maybe you shouldn't have went to the concert. Yeah, that's your girl now because you went to the concert. So now everything she did, we blame it on you.
I mean, at the end of the day, right? You know what? At the end of the day, she my girl. I mean, I think hey, there's that artist love, or that that love of her artistry and all of that jazz and all of that stuff. But the people that you love, you still got to be able to tell them the truth or whatever. And the truth of the matter is, you got a lot of people spending a lot of money on your shows, and you keep crying, strange voice and all this kind of stuff. And listen, I'm no performer, so I don't know. And I'm not going to act like I know, because, again, I'm not no performer. But if Beyonce could do 75 shows and she do all of them and ain't got no problem, it's something that ain't being done, or it's something there.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. And I'm not the only person like that. Like, if you look, like, listen to Ricky Smiley show, like, he commented on it too, and basically said the same thing, that, people spending their money. You got people that, I mean, as crazy as it seems, you have people who are spending
disrespectful to your fans.
Yeah, like, you got people who are spending their bill money to go to her show, and then you cancel it, or you come 2 hours late, and they all work in school nights. Like, it's not like it's on the weekend, on a Friday night or a Saturday night. Like, that concert in Jersey was on a Tuesday, so it's like, it's a Tuesday night, and they're supposed to start at 7:30, and you ain't get there to 9:45, which means that the show went until midnight or 12:30. It's like, what you think we do? You gonna be asleep all morning. We're gonna have to get up and be dragging in the morning. So I just think it's, and she went on and on about how, that people wasn't supporting her, and they didn't ask her to do another album, and all. That is what it is. Clearly, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened, and I don't know who you feel like was supporting you or wasn't supporting you, and all of that kind of stuff. But even if that is the case, like, you still here and you still pushing to get your music out there, or perform, or get people to support you. So if you want people to support you, you gotta be on time, sunshine. Like, you gotta be on time, and. That's really what it was all about. But she called herself Snapping Back, and then the family was on the stage with her, so she talking, and they like, yeah. But I'm like, okay, it is what it is.
The fans is not for the man.
Right. Tiff said, "Oh wow, you have to be asked to do an album." I mean that's that's generally what happens. When you put an album out and you have a deal or whatever. They come back to you and say, okay, well, do you want to do your next album, and this is what your budget going to be, and yada, yada, yada. I'm sure it's a lot more to it or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. I just know that.
I just think it's crazy. Like, anybody else that's employed, like, they got to come do their job. Like, I'm not going to, like, tell my boss, oh, you lucky I even, if I'm 2 hours late to work, and I'm, oh, you lucky I even came. My job in jeopardy. Like, so it's gonna be a problem. She's gonna learn when people stop buying them concert tickets. When the venue stop wanting to book her, it's gonna be a problem. She's gonna be crying in. But it's all fun and games right now.
And I think eventually that's what's gonna happen, is people gonna stop buying them tickets. I just was like, I want to see her. I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance. It's the first show, and it's in her city. So, maybe it'll turn out all right. And I mean, it turned out. I mean, at best, I'll say it turned out all right. I mean, I was definitely stoked that the Fugees itself, and all three of them being together, and the energy that they still have, and all of that stuff. But as far as her own material, like, I mean, she doesn't perform it the same way that she used to anymore. So a lot of it is totally unrecognizable. Some of it sounds pretty close to the original, and I mean that's also considering the fact that it's being done live, which I love live performances. I think if you have the right band behind you, you can make it sound just like the album. But as far as the other change ups and speeding the songs up, and they sound like rock and stuff like I get it. I get that we're eclectic and all that kind of stuff, and we listen to different kinds of music. But that's not what I bought when I bought the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Like, and to me, if you're doing a tour that's promoting that album,
that's not what I ordered.
You should make your music sound like it did on that album, because that's what people bought into. And that's just my opinion. We all got an opinion, and it is what it is. But that's my opinion, though, is that she should have done more to make it sound like what people really bought into, because I know she got to hear the same shit that we hearing, so she know that people don't like the fact that she's changing them and speeding it up. But that's it is what it is. Like, she ain't gonna play like she don't hear what we hearing. She hear it and she know. She don't care. So eventually people gonna get the picture, and they gonna stop buying them tickets. Unless she cleaned that up or whatever. But it was interesting to see it, and to hear what she had to say. But I thought it was baloney, though.
Absolutely, not for real.
Yeah. So listen, we are super excited, as always, that you guys tuned into the podcast today. Please excuse us for the internet issues. I feel like I'm the only one who really had the internet issues. I feel like you was on it, Kat.
For once, I don't know.
I feel like I'm sorry, Claudia Jordan over here tonight, because my internet was really tore down tonight. Like, I'm still looking at one bar.
Not Claudia Jordan.
Yeah, because I don't know if you watched the
always be messed up, real.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I watched TGIF. I love watching TGIF with her and Al Reynolds and Funky Dineva, but her internet always be fucked up. Like, she be traveling. Yeah, so I'm straight Claudia Jordan tonight, but hey, it's all good. I think this was really dope. Shout out to Catrina Beats again. That was really dope that she came on. Shout out to Tiffany, because Tiffany got about 600 comments in this thing over here. Like, I love her. She was on it.
She holding it down in the comments.
And upcoming shows, like, we got a lot of stuff. We are booked and busy. We got a lot of people coming on to the podcast. Next week, we are gonna have comedian Darren Fleet coming on. If you guys follow him on Instagram, his Instagram is Love Darren Fleet. That's LOVEDARRENFLEET. Check him out. This dude is crazy funny, like crazy funny. He has been touring like around the world now. Like, his star is like really shining, and it's really dope. And one of the things that I'm really good at is just networking and kind of building relationships and whatnot. So we kind of been connected for a minute before like things really started to blow up. So it was pretty easy to reach out to him and really get him to come onto the podcast. But he's coming on with us next week, so we're going to talk about his career and how everything is booming and blossoming right now. And he's also going to jump in on some of these topics with us next week. And y'all know, like, he be killing these topics. I'm trying to get myself together, because, listen, I already know I don't be going in like that. But I might be going in next week. Y'all going to be like, what he trying to do, or what he trying to prove? Because I'm trying to get myself together.
That's a brand new one.
Listen, I'm finna get real brand new next week.
Man, I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm so excited for this weekend, y'all.
Yeah, I ain't said nothing about that. So if you guys
I
have not
cannot
been
wait,
checking
y'all.
our
We gonna be
media, yeah, if y'all haven't been checking our social media, Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all of that, we are going to be in Atlanta this weekend. We are covering the Ultimate Women's Expo. I don't know if you guys have checked this out, if you happen to see it, but please go on their Instagram. It is at UWEXPO. Real simple, UWEXPO. Go on there and just check out. Like, they tour from city to city. The home base is Atlanta. So anytime it's in Atlanta, it's at the World Congress Center. Check it out. Like, just check it out. It's going to be really, really, really dope. It's a whole lot. I mean, it's centered around women and entrepreneurship and wellness, and it's so much stuff that's going to be going on. Like, they're going to be doing massages and makeovers, and we're going to get to kick it with the
I
celebs.
cannot wait. In the comments, she talking about she got her hair done and she about to get her lashes popping. I know that's right, girl. I'm all about the beauty.
You already Tiffany gonna be real fly, and I know you're gonna be real fly. I'm gonna try to get myself together, but but listen, we're gonna have a good time.
Shut up.
We gonna have we're gonna have a real good time. We're gonna get to kick it with the celebrities. I know for a fact, like, Cynthia Bailey's gonna be there. I've done so much posting. I don't know if you guys have been on my, but I put so much stuff up about just the event as a whole and the people who are gonna be there. And like, this is something that you guys absolutely do not want to miss. I can tell you offhand, Cynthia Bailey's going to be there. Lonnie Love is there. Kim Fields is there. MC Light is there. Lily from SWV is there. Toya's there. Judge Hatchett, she's going to be there. Drew Sidora. Listen, did y'all saw that?
Nancy Grace.
Right. Drew Sidora is there. Like, did y'all see her in the past? Mm-hmm. Like, in Candy's movie in the past? Like, check that out. Like, Drew Sidora gonna be there. Nancy Grace.
No, I have not. But see, Drew Sidora, I ain't never forgave Drew Sidora for cheating with Duran back in the day on the game. I ain't never forgave Drew Sidora for that. So I don't
listen.
I don't know. I might be giving her the side eye.
I've been in love with Nancy Grace for a long time. Is there something wrong with that?
I love Nancy Grace. She get them people together. I miss her yelling on my TV when somebody went missing. Nancy Grace gonna find her. She gonna find who did it, and they gonna be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Absolutely. Listen, I've been in love with her for a long time, so like, I'm gonna be real pumped to see her. And it's again, there's so many other people. Like, there's people who are gonna be there that we have not mentioned yet. So you definitely want to check us out. We are gonna do some lives while we're there. We're gonna be doing a whole lot of stuff. Some of our interviews we might live stream them. We're kind of figuring out exactly what we want to do and how we want to do it and get it to you guys so that you guys can kind of be in the moment with us. But that's going on this weekend. So we are making the trip down to Atlanta this weekend. We're going to do the Ultimate Women's Expo. And I'm really excited because this is the first time that the ladies are coming to do it. I've actually done it before. So that's why I can actually speak so firmly about how cool the event is and like how much stuff happens there and what goes on, because I've had the opportunity to do it before. So it's really cool that I've been able to build a relationship with the team there, and we was able to get on. So look, I'm down 6 pounds, Cat. Like, I'm finna be ready. I'm finna give me something to wear. Like, I'm ready to turn up for the weekend because I'm 6 pounds lighter, baby. And
congratulations on that, because every Monday I be like, this gonna be the Monday I'm gonna start back. I'm gonna get back in the gym, and it ain't worked out these past couple Mondays. Maybe when we get back on the trip, I'll get serious again. But
I'm doing really good.
Pray for your girl, because the weight gain.
Yeah, I'm doing really good with it. I actually started I got back on my right meal plan, but I'm also intermittent fasting. And I have a platform called iFitnessKing that I actually used to run on Instagram a couple years ago. So I'm actually going to be bringing that back. So in the meantime, if you guys want to follow that, it is iFitnessKing. So IFITNESSKING on Instagram. If you want to pull that up, I am going to be documenting me getting my health back. So if you want to check any of that stuff out, y'all gonna see when I'm starving and when I'm just hungry, and I can't eat after 8 o'clock, and I don't eat before 8 a.m. So it's actually going really good. And what I do know, because I have lupus, so we ain't gonna act like it's just the lupus that had me gaining weight. Like I've been eating good, but it's a little bit of that too. And what I have learned is this, over the years, I've been able to take weight off as I've needed to, because when I have issues with the lupus, when I do weight. So all that being said, it just tells me that I can do it because I've done it. I've done it before, so it's
Right.
not
Yeah.
a
Yeah. I mean, I
know that I
know
can't do
better than a lot of people about the struggle with the losing the weight for sure. That is something.
it.
I went through losing 100 pounds, 100 plus
Yeah,
before. And so now I'm trying to maintain and I'm trying to get back down to where I felt like I was really taking care of myself. So I'm going to be
right.
documenting my journey as well to get rid of this weight gain and get back on
Ooh,
my fitness, what I need to be doing, because I definitely did it for health reasons as well. So I'm
yeah.
probably have to come tag along with you to the gym because, honey, I ain't been doing it on my own. I need somebody to kick my butt. So.
I'm with you. So listen, we'll be doing some stuff together because, and that's the other thing too. I know I had talked briefly about Philly Whedon, and I've covered
Yeah.
Philly Whedon on just about all of my platforms, but he actually has agreed to come on to Transcending the Culture. So we probably will do it live at his facility at one of the classes. So we just got to figure that piece out and figure out what'll be a good day for us to go. And he do 3 days a week or 3 nights a week. So we just gonna have to figure out which day will be good, and we can go and actually film live and do a live episode. So that's gonna be coming up as well. Um,
Sounds good. Lots of things upcoming.
yes, sir. Listen, thank you. First and foremost, thank you for tuning in, Matt. Like I really appreciate it more than you could ever know, and definitely follow iFitnessKing. Um, I'm doing good. Like I started the meal plan back. I'm actually consistent with it now. I'm down 6, and it's working. And I'm hugging this bottle of water with some Crystal Light in it because I'm intermittent fasting too. So I'm
Okay,
like
sis.
super serious. Um, I'm super serious about it, and really just trying to get my health back and get back to that place. So I appreciate you more than you ever could know. And everybody, I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate my cousins because I know they got my back. Me and Tiffany, listen, I ain't even gonna mess with Tiffany. I'm gonna just say I've been floating around here on the damn string, so I ain't messing with Tiffany. But we getting ready to close out. Tiffany, if you want to say some words since you just popped back in.
I'm just gonna be real quick. Hi everybody. I love you guys, and I just can't wait till this weekend. I want to give a shout out to my hairstylist Linnell Sharp for hooking me up. Thank you, sis, Auntie. You guys did a lovely podcast today. I'm so proud of you. Let's look out to Miss Trina again on her journey. And that's all I really have to say. All to the viewers out there, thank you for popping in, popping out, and our little cuz. I saw Jovan on there today. So
Yeah.
big shout out to the little cuz there. And anybody else that came on to hear them speak. Thank you again, and we'll see you guys next week. Can't wait to that's my favorite youth. That's my favorite IGer there. He better bring coach on. If he don't bring coach on, it's gonna be a misunderstanding.
Uh oh.
He better bring my dog on. Cause Coach wants his pup cup, and he better give him his pup cup. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have my hot tie, my hot tea, my tea, or whatever he be getting. I'm gonna have that thing right there on the desk too. I can't wait. That's my dude.
Yeah, so definitely a lot going on with us. Pull us up at transcendingtheculture.com online. You can catch all of our past episodes. We'll be getting more content and different information on there as well for you guys to be able to check us out and learn more about each of us. And again, next week we will have comedian Darren Fleet. He's going to be on the show with us next week, and we'll talk about his booming career, and he'll also get in on some topics. And yeah, that's about it. So, anything else from you, ladies, before we close out?
Nope.
Okay. Look, now my internet halfway working. I swear, I can't stand y'all. But
Hey,
I can't stand y'all. But listen, we appreciate y'all. Again, make sure that you hit the website Transcending. Listen, I'm choking to death over here. Make sure you hit the website transcendingtheculture.com. You can follow me at Authentically James on Instagram, and you can also pull up my link tree. It is linktr.ee/it's the J spot. If you pull that up, that'll give you all of my links and everything that I have going on. Ladies, if you want to put your handles out there.
Tiffany Milliners at Facebook on Facebook, and Miss April 4877 on IG. I don't know my Twitter yet. They gave me a funky little Twitter name. But I'm on TikTok as Tiffany Milliners.
We're gonna get that together. So next week you're gonna know your Instagram, or you know your Instagram. You're gonna know whatever else there is to know.
man. So yeah, y'all can follow me. Y'all know I'm Cat Queen on all platforms. KATKWUEEE.
She the only one that's branding the right way. All of her stuff is Cat Queen. I so don't like you right now. I so don't like you right now.
I'm sorry that communications degree coming in handy,
I'm trying to tell you, we're gonna get our lives together. Cat Queen on all platforms. Listen, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna actually close out here. Yeah, it's been a really, really dope night. I appreciate you guys, and until next week, we are heading out of here.